Sabrina Brooks lay in bed with her eyes closed for a few minutes after she woke up, savoring the delicious limbo of being half asleep. She always woke up before the alarm went off at 7 and reached a hand out of the covers to turn it off before it rang. She rolled back slightly before getting up, and she could feel the heavy form behind her and hear gentle snoring as she opened her eyes and saw the brilliantly sunny May morning. There was a mop of white hair in the bed next to her, and as she turned over fully, she could see the round black eyes open and look at her, and the wet black nose of her man-sized Old English sheepdog, Winnie. It made her smile every morning when she saw him sleeping next to her, and tucked in beside her, the tiny white long-haired Chihuahua, Piglet, who opened her eyes, yawned, and stretched. They were her constant companions in the converted barn in the Berkshire Mountains in Massachusetts, where she had lived for 9 years. Buying the barn and transforming it into her home had been her greatest reward and satisfaction 9 years earlier, at 39. It was the result of the astonishing success of her second book. She had written her first book at 37, after a nomadic life and checkered career. She had resisted writing before that, because it seemed so mundane to follow in her father's footsteps. Her father, Alistair Brooks, was English and had written serious, respected biographies of famous British and American writers. She thought they were incredibly tedious and dreary, although painstakingly accurate. Alistair Brooks had a master's in history and a doctorate in literature. He'd been educated at Oxford, the University of Edinburgh, and the Sorbonne, where he had taught for a few years, before coming to the States to accept a position as an English literature professor at Boston University. He had taught there for 18 years and died young, at 51. Alistair had spent the last 3 years of his life in seclusion in a cabin in Vermont, where he moved after Sabrina had left for college at UCLA. He had dedicated himself entirely to his biographies then, with nothing else to distract him.